Hello everyone, this is Ilona with Spiritual Giant. Thank you for joining me and coming back to my channel. I've got some interesting stuff on the cards today. I wouldn't normally record just a relationship reading for the collective, for the general public. But I don't really have much of a choice today since all of the cards that came out really are about relationships. So today's reading is definitely going to be some relationship insight. And I pulled a few extra cards just to make it a more complete relationship reading. So if you're finding this reading, hopefully this will resonate with you and will make sense and take what resonates and leave the rest behind, as I always say. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have a feeling this might be a little bit longer reading than normal. So the first card that came out is actually the love card. This is in the traditional tarot, this is the Lover's card, this number 6. In this deck, it's called Harmony. And the energy of this card, this is our situation card. The energy of this card is generally a longing. It can indicate a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, it can indicate that you are longing for one. So in this situation, this is definitely a relationship reading because we do have the Lovers. So whether you're in a relationship right now or you're looking for one, we'll see how these messages relate to you. The action card is actually the 6 of Cups. So we've got 2 sixes right off the bat. And this is a nostalgia card. So this talks about, thinking about past circumstances, thinking about past loves. This can be, going back as far as to childhood. This can be longing for a relationship to be the way that it used to be, or it can also be an indication that someone from your past is coming back. So if you are currently in a relationship, the energy that I'm getting as far as the action is concerned is to stop living in the past. There needs to be some moving forward. Things change. And, as we move out of sometimes the honeymoon phase in our relationship, or if you've been married for a really long time, a lot of times we'll look back and say, gosh, it used to be really good. I wish it was like that again. And the truth is, it's really up to you to keep that passion, to keep the inspiration for your relationship going. The idea that you get married and then, everything's supposed to be easy and stay the same. I don't know that anybody actually believes that, but what we do is we stop trying sometimes. And, so this is such a cliche, relationships are work, but they are, longing for things to be like they were. Well, there's nothing wrong with, reliving beautiful memories. But there's also the activity, the action of making it good now. And so looking at, what can you do today to bring a new inspiration of passion or love into your relationship. Now, if you're not currently in a relationship, this really could indicate that somebody from your past is coming to see, or maybe it's time for you to reach out to somebody from the past and maybe even make amends with them. So that's your action card. The outcome card is another major arcana, which of course, as we know, is a major theme in our life. And this is the Empress. And so the outcome is all about, you can see it says here at the bottom, fertility. So it's all about the birthing of new ideas, the birthing of new relationships, new inspiration. It's all about, birthing. It's all about having newness coming in. This is a 3, and there are 22 different, it goes from 0 to 21 in these major themes. And so this is still, you're still sort of in the beginning of whatever cycle this is. So there's something new that is going to come out of, remember, your action is to either let go of the past or to reach out to someone from the past, depending on your relationship status. So this could also really be indicating that some forgiveness needs to be done, either to yourself or to another person. So this will bring about a new energy in either in your current relationship or something new with a new person. So that's kind of exciting. The overall theme, the bottom of the deck, this is the relationship card. This is spiritual union, the Two of Cups. So again, almost every single card that came out, really with the exception of one, is all about relationships. So the spiritual union card can indicate your connection to your higher self, your connection to love within, or it can also indicate the connection to a physical relationship. So this, if you're doing a relationship reading in a traditional tarot, all three of these cards are, really beautiful messages for a good positive relationship, depending on what the questions are and where they come out in the spread. So, this is saying the overall theme here is that we need to be working on our relationships. Apparently love is in the air right now, so we all need to be working on our relationships. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this. This is the romance card that I selected because it's turning out to be a relationship reading. And this says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And, if you didn't see me on my Facebook Live earlier, I did a big 1 hour message about love and self-love. And it was really good. So if you want to take a look at that, you can find me on my Facebook page, Spiritual Giant OBX, and watch that 1 hour. It's long, but it's not necessarily a card reading as much as it was just a conversation about love. And the spiritual union card really does talk about your relationship with yourself first. And, again, I know we always hear you give love if you don't have love for yourself. And really, that is not a message that should be discarded or ignored, because it really is truthful. Whatever you've got going on inside is what you're going to reflect externally. And so it is about loving yourself first, shining your light first, and then the right people and the right circumstances and all of the right stuff will then be so attracted back to you without any real effort. So the effort is to love yourself first. And this Six of Cups could also indicate that there's some childhood, because this is the action card. This could indicate there's some childhood wounding that still needs to happen, still needs to be healed. So just keep that in mind. If that resonates with you, then look into doing some inner child work. Look into doing some inner child healing. And if you need help with that, certainly let me know, because that's part of the work that I do. So the overall theme is love yourself first, have this relationship within, have the relationship with the divine, with Source, with God, and that will shine your light even brighter for your relationship without. As within, so without. So the next energy card we have is Door to Romance. Now this is an internal. So when I was pulling cards for the internal energy, two came out. So this is interesting. Again, this is the love yourself first. This is yin and yang. This is about balancing within your male and female energies. Balancing within your action energy and your receiving energy. So that this really talks about having an internal balance right now. So, I said earlier, love is in the air, but maybe we really need this message of self-love right now. So that's the first internal energy that is influencing you. And the second is, the door to romance. So, of course, now I've got all these romance. As I was pulling these cards, I had all these romance cards, and I'm thinking, I just have to do a relationship reading. So the internal energy being door to romance, again, this is really talking about longing for a deeper connection. So if you're in a relationship and you're longing for a smoother time or a deeper connection, just remember right now, of course, Mercury's still in retrograde until the 15th, so that could be causing some communication issues, so just keep that in mind. And secondly, go within. If you're longing for this deeper connection, you look within first. And what's missing inside that is not being that you're longing for on the outside. And so if you go within first, love yourself first, go within, balance out your male and feminine energies, look at and see what you could be giving yourself first, because the truest love is from within first. Being whole within yourself creates a less codependent relationship. And I'll go ahead and show you I pulled a surrender card. And this is interesting because it says, surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. This is interesting to come out as I pulled an overall, surrender card. Because it was a relationship reading, I thought, well, if we're having this conversation, let's see what we need to surrender. And this is the card that came out. So looking at this internal energy, it really is about looking within. What are you longing for? What's missing inside? Where could you be creating a deeper spiritual union with yourself? What possible memories or healing from the past needs to be looked at right now? With this as the internal energy, the balance and the longing, it really does indicate that some inner work needs to be done. The external energy, we got door to value. So, we look at financial situations, always probably the number one cause of stress and strife in a relationship. And, understand that money is just energy. If you're having some difficulty, take a look at how do you feel about money? What do you need to do to attract more into your life? How are you talking and thinking and dealing with finances in your relationship? Are you throwing blame around? Are you letting this particular topic really create an energy block in your life, in your relationship? There's so much more to your relationship than the financial aspect of it. And all of this can be healed because it's just energy. So really take a look at how you're thinking about and dealing with your finances in your relationship right now, because that is what is coming up as the external energy affecting the situation right now. And then the Power of Love card that came out is really interesting too, because this says cause and effect. So it says, you are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So, the message couldn't be more clear, in my opinion. Cause and effect, trying to fix somebody else, never going to work. You've got to do your work first. Creating self-love, a deeper, higher connection to yourself and to your source. Loving yourself first, cause and effect. Love within causes love without. Balance within causes balance without. Healing within causes healing without. So all of this stuff is related. It's really a beautiful message. Cause and effect. Again, here, energy, negative energy around money causes negative energy around in your relationship, causes that negative energy to be cycled through, circled around, karmically attached. Really thinking about how do you feel about money, doing some work around that. What kind of impact, yesterday's card of the healing card of the day was the family card. Oh no, that was the day before. And it really talked, so this week it's been a lot about taking off your mask, identifying the truth of the situation. How does your family's feeling about money impact you? So this goes back to, childhood, nostalgia, old memories. Really looking at that kind of energy and how does this affect you? What kind of energy about money are you bringing into your relationship right now? Because the cause and effect card says if you're having negative energy bringing in, you're going to get a negative result. So, quite interesting situation here. This week, it just feels like we need to be working on our self-love. I mean, I can't get over the fact that this message has been really forefront in my readings of other people, in my readings for myself, in the readings, for the collective. So it is quite interesting. I am actually feeling called to pull one more card from Wisdom of the Oracle. So I'm going to get one final message for you guys. I don't usually pull cards on video because I like to save time, but I'm feeling the need to pull one more card. Spirit, can we get one more card for the collective regarding this relationship reading? What do they need to know? Okay, so actually two cards came out. So we got co-create and a leg up in reverse. So co-create is really, for me, it's reminding us that, it's called co-create for a reason, because we need the universe, we need spirit, we need God to co-create with us. So really connecting to your higher power, connecting to your higher self, connecting to that source within, the energy that you are made from, that you're creator. Tapping into that power to co-create a completely different outcome for your financial situation. Ask for some help, which is basically what this card is indicating, is that you're trying to go it alone and it's not working. We go back to cause and effect. We are powerful co-creators, but we're powerful because of the energy that the source, the creator who creates worlds, who created this universe, is our co-creating partner. If you're not utilizing that energy and that aspect, the cause and effect is going to be a less desirable result. So this is really saying, let's co-create with your spiritual partner, co-create with your earth partner, your physical partner, co-create with the universe, asking for some help. Beautiful messages. So as always, you can find all of my information in the summary section below, in the description below. If you need any energy healing, if you'd like your own card reading, certainly reach out, let me know. Thank you again for joining, and namaste.